Yo, 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 it's your boy Nick from Intune ATL, and I'm sitting down with one of South Atlanta's finest. I got my man Tahj Keeton in the building. How you doing, bro?
I'm pretty good.
No,
Chilling.
no doubt. Can you walk me through your upbringing of being a music artist? I know you make music. You're a singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, rager. How'd you get started in this shit, bro?
Um, do you mean like making music in general
Yeah, what
or
inspired the whole I want to do music thing?
well, I guess I just didn't have that much access to YouTube when I was younger. So I used to wait for Danny Phantom to come on Nickelodeon and I would just write raps to the intro to that TV show
That's
like
fire.
every day.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
But it was the same fucking song, but I would just write different raps to it. And
Yeah.
that's really such a strange way of starting my musical journey, but it is what it is.
No, I feel you. I feel like I saw an interview once where Juice WRLD was talking about how he got started in music and he used to like not be able to remember certain lines in the music, and so
Hmm.
he would just kind of like freestyle his own bars over other people's songs. So I feel like everyone has their own unique
Yeah,
process. But
definitely, definitely.
you remember the first song you remember recording that you put down on wax?
Yeah. For my either 12th or 13th birthday,
Mm-hmm.
my mom got me a studio session and I recorded this song called He's a Pro.
Mm.
I think I had like 3 hours and my dad had sent me some whack ass beat, like, and I just wrote to that. It was like the closest thing I could get to being good. And we
Mm.
had it on a CD, and I remember my mom just putting that bitch on in the car, and we was just going crazy. Like, we was like, this it right here. Like, you about to be the next mindless behavior or whatever the
Shit.
fuck.
I'm
But
glad I'm glad you mentioned that your mom was very like supportive early on. Has she always kind of understood this is like your outlet?
yeah, yeah, she definitely understood that this is what I wanted to do. And I was just telling her like I wanted to record so bad, and so she surprised me with a studio session. She was like, "It's time."
Mm.
But my mom was working several jobs as well, so it's not like I could be in the studio all the time. And I
Yeah.
didn't really get my own equipment till I was like 15. So up until that point, like after I had that one studio session, I was like, "Fuck, I want to record more."
Yeah.
Um, and my grandma gave me a laptop and shit, and I downloaded some kind of free software, and I just recorded on a GarageBand mic, not GarageBand, Rock Band, the
Oh
fucking
wow.
from the video game. You
Yeah.
could just plug the USB into the Wii, but I plugged it in the computer.
You still got that song somewhere, or is it?
He's a pro. I have the CD
Oh
still.
wow,
Yeah,
that's fire.
yeah. It's very horrible. It's not good.
You got to start somewhere, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but I guess maybe back then you didn't quite have like your identity for who you wanted to be as an artist, but now you kind of embody like someone that has a lot of energy, someone that's very raw,
Hmm.
unfiltered, dope, just like personality. So, where did you kind of get the nickname Nitro? Like, where did that derive from? I would imagine it has something to do with like energy.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Um, I just was using that as just my username on like
Mm.
video games when I was
Okay.
younger. Like, and there was a wrestler named Johnny Nitro when I was younger.
Yeah.
Um, and I really liked that name, but I was just like, my name's not Johnny. And
Yeah.
then the first car I ever had was a Dodge Nitro,
Mm.
which was like a SUV type car, and I saw the name Nitro was on the back of it, and I was like, fuck, hey, I'm gonna start calling myself Nitro, and it just kind of caught on,
Yeah.
like, but it's not like my homies call me Nitro or nothing, but
Yeah.
like in my Discord, the supporters, they all know what's up.
I fuck with that. And you mentioned wrestling. I have a friend who makes music. Shout out to K Fway, my boy K Sean. He said that he had seen you at one of Jeff Hardy's like meet and greets for his band a couple of
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
was that experience?
That's the most starstruck I ever been in my life. Like, and I fucking met Will Smith. Nothing compared to me to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah,
Like,
legend, man.
bruh, but it wasn't even the fact that it was like just meeting him, but the fact that he was kicking it. Like after everything, he just kind of chilled with us. Like
Hmm.
he just was curious as to what we had going on and why all these like interesting young people, these young black kids came to see him. He was just like, shit, like what's up? Like
Yeah,
and he chopped it up with us for a minute. Like
That's amazing.
But that was my fucking hero as a kid.
Yeah.
Like literally. The only other person I could compare that I would be that starstruck for is probably Adam Sandler or Dave
Wow.
Chappelle.
Damn, you met some goats, man.
Oh, I have not met them. No, I'm
Oh,
just
okay. Those are
saying.
people you want to meet that
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
probably
yeah,
be equally as, yeah. Now that
yeah.
makes sense. Staying on the topic of like people you've met, I know like before we planned this interview, initially you wanted to do it at the golf store.
Hmm.
And when I did some research into you, I saw that you actually met Tyler, the
Hmm.
creator in NYC. So walk
Yeah.
me through that experience. What was that like? Because that's one of my idols.
That was one of the craziest days of my fucking life. So much went on that day. A
Hmm.
lot of bad things, a lot of very good things. But I was modeling. I was modeling for Yeezy with my friends
Okay.
in Manhattan, and literally we were just. They wanted to go see. My friends wanted to go see this store, and he just so happened to be walking up,
Mm.
and we're like, "Oh shit!" Everybody was like, "Yo." Like you the rapper, you gotta say something. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, why me, nigga? Like,
Got a politic.
um, and then I sat there. I was just expecting him to say hi and move on.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I fuck with you heavy. And he was like, really? Like, why?
Yeah.
Then I was like, bro, like Igor changed my life. Like, I was like, I know everything. Like, I started nerding out. Like, not gonna lie, I was like, I know everything. I've been a fan since I was fucking 11 years old. Like,
Yeah.
but Igor is the one that made me a producer. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, you my hero, bro. He was like, that sucks. He was like, I don't know why I'm your hero.
He's so
And then he decided to just sit there and talk for like 30 minutes, like just about random shit. We was just nerding out about random shit.
Mm.
And I was telling him, because I was shooting videos there, some that never came out for like 3 days. And I was like, yeah, none of us have slept. Like, we've been doing 16-hour days. Like, he was like, that's what you got to do. He was like, I did the same things. Like, and you're out here getting lost. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I needed that specifically that day.
Yeah. Sometimes you
real.
got to hear from another artist that's,
Looking for my
big.
chapstick.
They put that 10,000 hours in. That's what they say.
Bro, for real. For real. And just coming from him, just hearing him talk about like just having to grind, like he was just saying that this shit is not easy, so.
In terms of New York, I mean, I said, you're doing the Yeezy thing or whatever, but is there any other cities that you like to go to get inspired, outside of Atlanta?
LA for sure. That's probably the place I travel to the most. But New York is definitely, I went recently and that was one of the most inspiring times of like my life recently. Just being outside for real. I went to the studio once, but the whole time I was there, I was outside just fucking getting fucked up.
As you
But
should.
because I needed a vacation, bro. I needed to just get out the city for a little bit and not work.
Yeah.
But still, I found myself in the studio.
Yeah.
But New York, LA, fucking. I've been to Cuba twice.
Oh, damn. I did
Yeah.
not expect to hear you say that.
Yeah, and Cuba. Every time I've been, I come back with sick. First and foremost, I would come back disgustingly sick. But it's nothing there that like is fucking shit up. Like as far as like too much internet, like niggas worry about some hype.
It's
like
a reset for sure.
it's a
right?
reset. Like they don't have all the resources we have, so going out there is just like, you just kind of feel naked, and you really look around. It's nothing. It's not that much Wi-Fi. I really got to use my phone like 2 hours out of the day, and that's when I was going to sleep.
I love that.
But
It's
yeah,
like being on a cruise, like when you get to enjoy
type shit, and it's just raw. It's raw out there, and I want to go back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You said you were getting fucked up. When I was doing research on you, I know you said you produced one of your first beats on off acid. Was that correct?
Oh yeah, the first beat I ever made, I was on acid. Like it was my 21st birthday. My friend, that door. My friend brought some tabs on my birthday. It was my first time doing it, and I was like, shit. Well, the first thing I want to try to do is make some music. I made a beat. I sent it to Sam, and Sam quit his job the next day. Like he was like, yo, like he was like, you on to some other shit. Like
Yeah.
you are getting it now. He quit his fucking job. Like, and since then he just been grinding. Now this nigga, he up.
Type
Like
shit.
Sam on some other shit now. Like,
He's seen the vision
um,
early though, you know.
yeah. And like I always tell him, I cannot be more grateful for the fact that no matter what has happened in our relationship, he has always believed in me. Even like me taking my time, because I went on a crazy run in 2020. Like after that first album drop, it's just like,
That was Sarf, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
after everybody was just trying to figure out where the fuck I came from,
Yeah.
like then I was still making music, but I wasn't in the public as much or just trying to force getting something out quickly to keep up momentum or anything. And it was times where Sam was like, yo, we should probably, and I'm like, bro, like I'm just not feeling it right now. And he's always respected me. You know what I'm saying? And now that we're deeper into this shit, he knows now that it requires me to take some time to myself
Mm-hmm.
to go live and experience things and, you know, isolate myself sometimes to really get the music that we need, you know?
Definitely.
Now we got some shit.
I want to hear it for sure.
We got some shit, bro.
And Sam, to talk about him a little bit, he's kind of like the owner of Don't Be Greedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, you kind of touched on your personal relationship with him, but as a whole, how do you feel like you being partnered with Don't Be Greedy, like that distribution situation, has benefited you in your career?
It ain't even just no distribution. Like, that's my family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, um, Sam was managing me before he even started Don't Be Greedy. Like, but he was telling me when he first started managing me, he was like, yo, I got this idea. Like, you know, I'm trying to get some funding for it, but he really didn't even need it, you know?
Sound like y'all came up together, really.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Shit.
Sam manages a couple other people now, but I was the first person he ever started managing. So, you know, I was kind of like the lab rat. You know what I'm saying? We tested out a lot of shit, but with that, he just gained a lot of knowledge. And then when he started managing Chase, Six Dogs, like immediately after, then Tom, and they're obviously much bigger than me, but that just gave him more access to more industry things, and he learned a lot more through them. So he was able to gain that knowledge, come back to me, and be like, "Oh, this where we fucking up." You know what I'm saying? This is what we could be doing better. And you know, and I'm also just great friends with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody on the team is really like a family. Like
That's rare too, I feel like, in the industry.
Sean, my dog, like, or Tom the mailman, that's my dog. Chase, like, really, like, that was like my brother, bro. Like, we miss him so much every day. But
yeah, I was gonna ask you about some of your family over at Don't Be Greedy. Obviously, you know, you touched on Tom, you touched on Six Dogs. I know you've worked with Six Dogs in the past. Do you have anything with Tom that's out or that's unreleased?
No. We've worked on songs. We have a song that we did a couple years back that we just never did anything with. But now, I felt like back then, it was just harder for us to just kind of get on the same page because I was on some super weird shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like trying to sound like Bjork or something, you know what I'm saying? And Sean makes pop hits, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And now that we're both a little bit older and more mature in our sounds, now we're having conversations like we just talked about a couple weeks ago. We want to do a project together.
I'm intrigued to hear what that sounds like.
Yeah, and we want to go on tour this year, so we'll see where that goes. Like as I've gotten to be more diverse and learn myself better, it's so much easier to collaborate.
Yeah.
But specifically with people like him because he's very poignant and knows what the fuck he's doing, you know what I'm saying? So we could be in the studio and just be like, yo, let's change that up. We just can articulate ourselves better. So I'm excited for what we do, you know?
Most definitely. I do want to touch on Chase a little bit more. I saw your post on Instagram when he passed. It was really sincere. I know that you guys had to have been really close, but how did his death like directly affect you? Did it affect your musical process? Did you take a break for a while, or did you kind of have to reevaluate certain things?
Man, I was fucked up for a really long time about that shit. Like we all were feeling it heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like And you know, me and Sam even talk about it now. Like, we never really recovered because the way we were coping was by working again. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, after that shit happened, unfortunately, you know, it started getting political. You know, with Chase's death, and you know, you have to handle all this extra shit with his estate and everything. And so Sam didn't even get the opportunity to heal. Immediately, he had to work on all the after effects of that shit. Um, as far as me, bro, like I took a break for not that long because my therapy is music. You know what I'm
I love
saying?
that. Yeah.
But it's not until like this more recent music to where I'm like, yo, I'm a little bit older, like, and I've completely processed everything that has went on with that, and I'm able to talk about it a little bit more now. But before, like, if you would ask me to talk about Chase 2 years ago, like, we wouldn't even, these cameras have to turn off. You know what I'm saying? But him passing away just made me want to go harder because a lot of the conversations we had before he passed, I just remember him being super enthusiastic.
Right.
Like,
Hungry.
you know, it was such a surprise because he was just like, yo, this album is the one, like we going crazy, like let's fucking do it, let's go on tour, blah blah blah. Like we were planning an album called Ranch House Boys, because we used to have these conversations just about, yo, like when we get fucking up, we gonna go off the grid, get ranch houses next to each other type shit, you know? But so when I do create, I always have him in mind because anytime I'm feeling lazy or like I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough, it's kind of like I can hear our conversations over again where he's like, yo, calm down, you got this shit type shit. So
Thank you for sharing that with me. That's beautiful, man.
yeah.
I'm glad that you're able to like live through him and use him as a source of inspiration and hold on to what you guys shared. Because you know, I had a high school friend pass away, and before I even really started seeing the value in what I'm doing now, he told me, "Man, I can see you with your own Vice TV show." That was my friend Tremaine. God rest his soul. You know, and that was motivating for me, and I still revisit our conversations to this day, and it keeps me hungry.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like I have more of a purpose to do things for people that I grew up with because they saw it in me before I saw it in myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like one of my very first conversations with Chase, we were playing basketball all day. There was this one specific court we always used to go to. And one day it started raining, and he wanted to smoke or whatever, so we went into the woods so the rain wouldn't really hit us. Nigga, we sat in the woods while it was raining for like 3-4 hours just talking about life and the future and shit. Like, and that's really when we like became brothers that day. And then he was just like, yo, pull up. Like, we started recording together, but you know, I love him to death. I miss him so much.
Yeah. And when I was doing research on you, in one of your interviews, you had mentioned like one of your biggest musical inspirations or whatever was Mac Miller. When he passed, I guess it really affected you.
Yeah.
What about Mac resonated with you? Because I feel like as far as sound, they're not similar at all. But I just kind of want to know what about Mac and his music and his artistry hit different for you?
Well, diversity, really. Like, he dabbled in everything. Like, even if you listen to, like, Mac had a lot of backpack rap shit, but once he got to, like, watching movies and fucking,
Like Divine Feminine.
What's the fucking,
Good AM?
no. Is it Larry Lovestein, some shit like that?
Larry Fisherman?
Larry Fisherman.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That's what his
When he started
alias.
getting into the, like, jazz shit and even towards, like, swimming and shit, like, it's just a diversity and just him being so free and honest, man. Like, it felt like you knew him, right? Like,
That's what everybody says.
yeah,
for
it
sure.
felt like you knew him. Even though I didn't know him, it felt like I did. And, you know, now I meet people now that meet him and they would be like, yo, y'all would be like good fucking friends. Like, y'all would have made some crazy shit. But yeah, huge inspiration for sure.
Who are some other musical inspirations of yours?
Kanye West is what made me want to rap in the first place. Like,
Kanye makes me want to rap, and I know I can't rap. I think he's like, for me, he defines confidence. Like he's a testament to like believing in yourself.
Exactly. And when I was younger, like, you know, My dad's in my life, but he wasn't really around when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like now he's more relevant in my life as I'm an adult and we could really communicate.
Same.
When I was younger, it was just me and my mom.
Hmm.
So basically, like I was looking at people like Ye and Pharrell and shit, like as like my big brothers. It felt like I'm watching their interviews and just gaining the knowledge and
100%.
just adding that to my personal life. Even when I was younger and I was making music and showing it to niggas at school, they was like, "Yo, this shit ass," you know.
It just
I'm
wasn't up at
watching
the time.
Kanye tell Zane Lowe he's a fucking god and shit, and I'm like, yo, like I need to big myself up a little bit. Maybe I'm not gonna say that, but like,
You
you
got to
know what I'm
believe in
saying?
yourself before anybody else
Yeah,
does.
exactly.
You know.
But like, I was like heavy into Travis Scott as well, Tyler, fucking Bjork, Sade is one of my biggest inspirations in the world.
Hmm.
Like Shake, who is also like,
070 Shake.
yeah, that's my
Yeah.
dog. But like, even before we were friends, I was an avid fan. Like,
Yeah.
Cuddy, um, yeah, those are some of my ones. Donald Glover,
Solid.
yeah.
Donald Glover's in my dream blunt rotation. I feel like he's such a fucking. I don't even smoke, but I feel like he's someone I would roll one up with and just want to like pick at his brain. He's such a
No
visionary.
cap, no cap. I'm trying to do what he doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be the next one.
I mean, you're in the perfect place for it. That kind of segues into my next question a little bit. If you had to have a Mount Rushmore of Atlanta rap, who
Fuck
would you put on there? And see, we're next to some legends right now. You got
that
Andre and
nigga.
Big
Three
Boy.
Stacks is like undeniably he's on there.
Yeah,
I'm putting Stacks. I'm putting
it's hard. It's a fucking goats out here
fuck
in the,
Thug.
for sure.
Three Stacks, Thug. Ooh, fuck.
Two more.
You know what? I'm gonna put my sister on there.
Shout out
Just
Anycia.
because I love her so much, and I think she's the best rapper ever. Um, Even though that's gonna be controversial, niggas gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
This is your list at the end of the day.
um,
Fuck what
I'm
everybody
putting my
else got to
sister
say.
on there, and then I'm gonna put. Damn, I want to say WAP, but
I was gonna say I was literally thinking Gucci. That's the crazy thing.
I want to say WAP.
What about
but,
Fuge?
Oof. See, I'm trying to think between WAP, Cardi, Future,
Yeah, it's hard.
Donald Glover, but
I feel like you got to go Fuge for the longevity, but that's just me. It's your list.
I'm gonna go Future.
I respect it.
I'm gonna go Future because I probably listen to Dirty Sprite too, like a motherfucker, and the fucking the Monster mixtapes and shit, man. Like,
Yeah.
but nah, I'm gonna go Donald. I'm gonna go Donald. I love
Okay.
Future, but Donald Glover just impacted me a lot more,
I respect that.
just as a human being. So,
Yeah, he's next level.
not even just as far as rap, but just as being just an advocate and a leader in this city. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put Donald, bro.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. Are there any other like Atlanta-based artists or bands that you'd like to shout out? Shout out your
Fuck.
sis.
Yeah, my sister is the best rapper in the world. Bolo, Bohemian Lonely, that's my brother. Fucking 10K Dio, my brother, bro. Who else we got in this motherfucker? Tommy Melman, David the Tragic, Jelani
Yeah.
Imani, fucking GOAT, one of the best rappers I know in
Fuck with
life. Seriously. I've been listening to a lot of Merc. Like, I want to be properly introduced to her eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a lot of mutual friends. But I listen to a lot of Mercury. I think her shit's hard. Who else?
So many. So many.
Yeah,
Go all day.
I could go all day. Burgundy be making some party fucking music, man. Like, I really be fucking with the Atlanta underground scene. Krista
Yeah.
be snapping.
Shout out Mattia.
I don't want to forget anyone. I hate when this happens because I don't want to forget anybody. Who be rapping for real? I'm gonna be cool on that right now.
Yeah. No, that's a solid list.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, my dogs.
And you shouted out Jelani Amani. You shouted out my guy David the Tragic. those are artists that I seen going to the old Lotus Rosary event. So I know that you used to be on the bill for that a lot too.
Yeah.
So
Shout out Anwar, One, Leah.
I was gonna say, like,
yeah.
what was the impact that Lotus Rosary had on your like early success in Atlanta?
Man, I'm forever indebted to them niggas because Anwar always fucked with me crazy. Oh, shout out Surf as well.
Shout out Surf.
Surf, his shit's crazy.
We still gotta lock in on the interview, my boy.
But Anwar from the jump has believed in me, and my first crazy show I did was Blue Summer. But that was a very diverse crowd, you know. But Lotus Rosary was the first time I saw a bunch of black people moshing to my music.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, like,
it's different.
Like, yeah. And like, I just appreciate them for every opportunity they've handed to me. Even Anwar has come through on some just other shit, trying to like just help me out. Like, if there's an opportunity he sees that I should take, he'll be like, yo, let me talk to you and Sam about something. Like, yo, that's my dog. That's my dog for real.
No, most definitely. Do you feel like you're still kind of slept on though? Because I think that you've been doing your thing for a long time, and the accolades keep rolling in. You know, the acknowledgement is there, but do you feel like personally you're still a little slept on, or?
I've gotten to a point. You know, that was my whole thing. That was my personality trait. In fucking
Underdog.
2020, 2021 was I'm the underdog. Everybody sleep on me. Y'all niggas need to wake up. But like, bro, it's so much shit going on behind the scenes, you know, that a lot of things I can't even really speak on, you know. A lot of things that I'm personally working on. I work really fucking hard. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who's sleeping on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the music speak every time. You know, that's the point I'm at in my life, you know, and just letting my ego go, because me feeling like the underdog was me feeling like somebody had to care.
Right.
Nobody has to give a fuck about what I'm doing at all. You know what I'm saying? It's me and God at the end of the day. What I'm doing is spiritual. It's for me. It's my outlet. It feels like my offering to the world and the universe. And at the end of the day, that's important. Yeah, I feel like niggas ain't really paying attention how they should sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But it's my job to give them a reason to, you know? So this next fucking project, which I've rarely talked about, it's called Celebrity Jesus, is my next album name.
It's hard.
That, it's different. It's different. I know the reactions I'm getting from people playing this shit, even like my big homies, like, they like, yo, okay. Yeah.
Speaking of that, as far as like what you got in store, I was gonna ask you, how do you feel like your sounds changed from Cheat Death that you released in 2018 to Everyone's Scared, your most recent project?
Anything like before Sarf, I don't even really count. Like, but like my supporters, a lot of my supporters fuck with that shit, like Stevie C Stars and Cheat Death and all that shit, like my old tapes. But before, I just didn't really know, I didn't know myself. Like, I didn't have my own identity. You know, I was trying to be Travis Scott or Tyler, the Creator, or fucking whoever the fuck. I had to come into my own. I'm glad I did that though. Yeah. You know, so I could find myself in that.
I think every artist goes through that process.
Yeah.
Because and no disrespect, like Travis, I mean, he still gets compared to Rocky or early, you know, Cudi.
Fuck, I didn't say Rocky. Rocky is one of my biggest inspirations in music, bro. Like, same. And swag,
just
bro.
Swag,
like,
yeah.
That's,
swag and personality,
bro,
lifestyle.
Flacco is like top 5 for me. I'm not even gonna hold you, but yeah, man. Like, I just had to find my own in that shit, and now my sound is my sound. Like, because I had to learn how to produce. Yeah. Me learning to produce helped me understand what I wanted more from other producers. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's Scared was mostly produced by me and my homie. You know, just us two. You know, and now Celebrity Jesus, I have, you know, a handful of producers, you know what I'm saying, that helped me just develop the sound better, you know. But like, I'll say from my old projects to now is like, I have mastered what the fuck I've been trying to do. You know what I'm saying? It's my writing to my production, aesthetically, I've mastered what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm about to show everybody.
I
It's
love that.
yeah, that's the only thing I can say about it. I've just grown up.
Is there a release date in mind or a time frame that you're looking to drop it?
First quarter,
Okay.
definitely. Like we're getting everything together now. I literally just finished this project like a few days ago.
Damn.
Like I keep saying I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, but now we're like, okay, this is the most solid this track list has been. Like
Got
these
it
songs are
refined.
like perfect. Like
Yeah.
and so I'm comfortable with it now. I've what I need to say I fucking said and I'm ready, man. We already got some shit shot for it. I got to shoot the album cover soon. I'm going to LA on Wednesday to, wrap up mixing and shit. But yeah, man.
Definitely. So, are you, you mentioned your writing. One of my questions I was going to ask you was, are you still very much like pen and pad kind of artist or in the note app, or do you punch in? What's your process recording?
None of that really like is a main.
Yeah.
It depends on what I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I'm notes app. Sometimes like I'll just be like turn on the auto tune, smoke a blunt, and let's just go. And then sometimes, usually the deeper songs come on a pen and pad, like,
Right.
or sometimes like my last album was I freestyled most of that album. Like I didn't really write much. Like I probably wrote 3 total verses for that whole album. I was just going, and I was on a lot of shrooms and shit. Like so, now it's just like whatever I'm feeling, I'm just letting God talk. However God is asking me to do it that day is how I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever feels good. Yeah.
Have you implemented like live instrumentals into this newest project?
Yeah. Oh, most of the project is like live music.
Dope.
Like, a lot of live drums, a lot of guitar. Man, like this project is gonna be like, this gonna be the shit where everybody's like, fuck, like you should make Celebrity Jesus 2. I see it coming. The feeling that I had when I made Sarf, when I knew that was gonna get me in the music industry, I'll tell niggas this. Sarf got me in the industry. I did everyone scared because as a producer, as an artist, like that project flopped. I'm not gonna lie. Just comparatively to everything else I've done, it didn't hit us, but I needed that. I needed to get that off for me.
It's like an ego death kind of.
Bro, yeah. And I wanted to experiment and get weird. It's a lot of weird ass shit on that project, but I had to do that to learn, and I'm still very proud of that project. This project is like me as an artist understanding writing and song structure, but also just letting the album create itself. Everyone's scared had a concept. Sarf kind of had a concept. This one, I just let it build itself, and I figured out everything else after. So,
Dope.
man, it's way more mature of a sound, but it's no songs on here where I'm talking about any bullshit. Like I'm talking about something every song, even if it's hype.
I love that. That's the maturity factor setting in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you got shit to talk about because you're growing as the music's growing. Like you'll probably be able to look on your previous work and be like, yeah, like I'm him now. Like this is me. Like at my best. And it took an album maybe flopping, or it took a project that wasn't as well received for me to get here. But that just is all part of the journey.
No DSPs was trying to playlist my last project. I got playlisted like a few times. Yeah. Like on that last project, and it was so weird. When me and Sam were talking about it, we were like, what category am I supposed to tell Spotify?
Type shit. Like, alternative. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried that. Hell no.
Yeah.
They playlisted the one trap song that was on there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, cool. Like, I'll be grateful for anything.
Type shit.
But, like, I know, like, they're going to be on my body for this next shit. Like,
yeah, I'm excited. You got me lit. You got me turned. And I really want to see you perform, too, because I had a taste of what your energy's like at Matthias' listening party at 529 last year. And I don't know, do you feel like your energy is a part of what separates you from other artists in Atlanta? Because that's definitely something that
I'm the best performer in the city, like, for sure.
Talk your shit. Pop it, twin.
No hesitation. I think I'm one of the best performers in the world. Like,
yeah. I've seen clips, man.
I don't think anybody's fucking with me on that shit. Dope. Like, you got Cardi, Tyler, like, them niggas, yeah, they could probably, they could see me, but Like, I'm definitely the best performer in the city. Nobody's fucking with me on that. But yeah, man, the presence I bring on there is a holy experience.
Yeah.
Like, that is like church for me. Like, just it feels like the ultimate release. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it's 3 people or 3,000. You know, I've done shit where it's both. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I could absolutely not be on this stage. You know what I'm saying? I could still be in my fucking room practicing. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm on that stage, I feel like I'm in my room.
Yeah.
You know, like singing my own songs and shit. So I'm like, God put me on this earth to do that shit, to make this fucking music and be on that stage and make people feel something. You know what I'm saying? And there will be not 1 second I'm on a stage that I'm taking for granted. You know, because I know somebody paid their bread to be here. You know, some of these niggas don't know me at all. They have to get to know me. They're not about to get to know me if I'm just fucking standing around.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm the most comfortable in the entire world, is on the fucking stage. And with that, like, I've perfected it. I don't have an inch of fear in my heart when I get on any stage, whether it's fucking nobody, whether it's some industry shit, whether it's fucking 3,000 people in fucking Germany. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, they have to get to know me personally, and I will get that out. I'll get that off. Like, niggas could have anything else they want, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm definitely the best performer in Atlanta right now.
Definitely. Well, where are some of your favorite places to perform? Because I've seen clips of you like performing at Clemson, you know, different college shows. You mentioned like going overseas to Germany. So I would imagine you've performed all across the world, but
not all across the world. I just did Europe. Like, bro, Shake brought me on that tour, and I didn't expect to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, pull up. You know what I'm saying? And then she, like, randomly, I didn't pack no clothes with the intent of performing. But she was just like, yo, you want to perform tonight? And I was like, oh, okay. I'm up there with a tank top, a Atlanta cap, and some cargos, some Jordans on. I'm like, this is not my swag, but fuck it, we about to do it. Like, but I like performing in Atlanta. Like, I like doing Atlanta, but I love doing LA too. Like, Miami has been my best show ever. Was in Miami. I opened up for fucking Ken Carson.
Wow.
Like 2 years ago in 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2021.
That's a major look.
Yeah, December 2021. I opened up for Ken Carson. Show was stupid. Like, it was so many fucking people. Like, but like, I wasn't nervous at all. I was just like, all right, we about to turn this bitch up. Like, and niggas was wilding, but also. And in Europe, they turn up, they pipe up. Like, I can't wait to go back.
And it's like sometimes they don't even understand the lyrics; they just go based on the
them
vibes.
Niggas, they go by feeling. They don't hesitate.
I love that.
Like in Norway and Sweden, shit. Them niggas was like timid, but like Amsterdam, like
parties. That's a party time.
I didn't do the Amsterdam show, but like I was in the crowd for it, and them niggas was gone.
Hell yeah.
Like, but Germany, like when I performed in Germany, I was feeling it, bro. Like. They get down.
Damn.
For real.
Man, I'd love to see that. If you have any of those clips, send them to me. Maybe I can try to implement them in the interview.
Yeah, I'll send you some.
So like, what's the reception of your latest single, Hail Mary, been like? Because I feel like that's a really turnt song. Like, that shit got me lit when I had previewed it.
Hail Mary?
I liked it.
Wait,
I thought it was dope.
Hail Mary is, I think you might be talking about Kelly.
Oh yeah, you're right. Kelly is dope for sure.
Kelly is more lit. Hail Mary is more like a personal, like soft ass song and shit.
Maybe it's like the 808s on Hail Mary or something, but it's like
There's a switch up on it and everything. Hail Mary, like, you know, we put that out because it's some of my best writing. Like, that song is just a deep dive into my younger personal life and shit, man. And I don't know. I wasn't really too worried about the reception, but like, you know, niggas was fucking with it on TikTok or whatever, you know what I'm saying, when I posted it, you know what I'm saying? But
do you use TikTok and, you know, Instagram Reels? Do you try to use that to...
The fucking master just walked in. But I'm learning it a lot better now, and I'm just like, we're going to prepare to do even more shit for this album. We've been testing stuff and just seeing what works for me and everything, but yeah, we're going to dive more into that.
Oh.
But right now we just finishing the music up. Really.
Do you have any plans to release a song with your sister anytime soon?
Fuck. I have a song with my sister that I did for the album.
Yeah.
It's called Long Ride. I don't know if it's gonna make the cut. I don't know. We have that one. I'm supposed to get her on this other song right now. I have this song called Bazaar,
Mm.
which is like a crazy beautiful trap song. Like it's ratchet ghetto. Like but I want her to do her verse on it. She's been really busy. So I'm not gonna rush her for nothing. You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
that.
She needs a break right now.
Yeah.
For real.
No, I love that like rap has embraced her and Kara and a lot of the other female artists right now.
Kara be going hard too. But like my sister she's been trying to do the music shit for a minute, and she's been testing the waters, and like even like a while ago she would just come to my house for a couple of days, like and just try shit out, like and it was a point where she was trying to do her auto-tune singing shit. There's a point where she was just looking, she had this song called Bad Girl Magic that never came out, but it would have been a hit if she dropped that bitch back in 2020. It would have been a hit, but like she's on God time. You know what I'm saying?
Were
like,
you one of the main like? Were you someone that influenced her to start making music?
I don't know.
Like indirectly, maybe?
You would have to ask her, but I definitely was blowing her fucking line about this shit. Like literally with my sister, I've just always just tried to implement confidence in her because she wasn't always as confident as she is right now about this shit. So I'm just like, bruh, just keep
Comes with
fucking
time.
doing this shit. I'd be like, come to my house right now. Like, try this shit. Try this. Like, at the end of the day, I knew that I've been telling her for years. I was like, as soon as you start grinding on this shit, you're gonna blow up.
You're gonna eat it
She would
up.
tell you that her fucking self. You know what I'm saying? And so me seeing this happen for her right now is just like the most heartwarming thing, bro. Like, but also as her brother, I'm like extremely protective, and like I like the fact that she's not outside like that no more. Like she be at the crib or the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Focused.
So like I'm just super proud of her. I love her so much, and she's the best rapper in the world. I'm gonna keep saying that.
So music, I think you said off the record that music really doesn't run in your family. So
I mean, my dad did music, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, and we seen some shit on Reddit the other day talking about me and Anycia, our industry plants. Absolutely
what?
not. Our dad has done nothing as far as our music careers
yeah,
go.
that's just them looking to take away from y'all's success.
Exactly.
People be on
like
that.
somebody was like, she came out of nowhere, blah blah blah. I'm like, my sister posted some shit on Twitter, and the next day, fucking Drake is like, "What's up?"
That shit happened to Kara too. You know, she was Yachty's assistant.
Yeah,
Started
bro. I'm like,
rapping.
these women work hard.
They
You know
do.
what I'm saying? Like, and niggas be so quick to discredit these women for anything. You know what I'm saying?
it's not
Like,
right.
but if you a woman and you fly and you making some good fucking music, it's your fucking time right now. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And niggas be hating because it's not their time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And niggas just threw me in there because she blew up really quickly. Like, oh, her brother does music too. Like, their dad does music, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, like, we had to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to put our own foot in the door. We had to knock down some fucking doors. We had to bang on the door for real. Like, but, you know, now we got our own shit going. You know what I'm saying? And anyways, I'm just proud of her. I'm just proud of her.
Definitely. So is there anything, like wrapping up, is there anything that you'd like to, I guess, advice you'd like to give to any aspiring artists that might be watching this and, you know, looking up to you, who want to jump off the porch and start making music?
I'll say, like, if you really, really want it bad, like, you have to grind, bro. A lot of niggas talk.
Yep.
People love to talk all day, but some people would rather be outside fucking clubbing. Some people want to motherfucking just look cool. Some people want to just play a part. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to do this shit, you have to be willing to lose sleep, lose friends about this shit. Like, some people will not understand your grind. Nobody will understand your grind except you. Like, that 10,000 hour shit is fucking real. If you're not willing to sacrifice fucking some fun times to be at the fucking crib or the studio or fucking the library, the fashion studio, wherever the fuck, whatever the fuck you want to do. If you're not willing to put some time aside to fucking do that shit, this shit is not for you. If you are not hungry, if you just want to talk about it, this shit is not for you, bro. Like, but at the end of the day, if you really believe in yourself and you think you have a chance at this shit, nobody can fucking stop you. You know what I'm saying? The only person that can stop you is you. You are the only person in your way. You have to fucking take the risk of time. You got to be able to fucking, if you don't know how deep the water is, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you jump off the bridge and see how deep it is. You
Head
know what
first
I'm
in
saying?
that
It's been so many times I've just went head first into some shit, and sometimes it didn't end up the best, and sometimes it's a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying?
Living, you learn, though.
I'm like, I'm willing to take whatever risk. Anybody in my life, if they know me from the past, if they know me right now, they know I'm willing to do whatever it takes that's not on some weirdo shit to get to where the fuck I need to be.
Gotta preface.
So I don't give a fuck about nothing else but this music and my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of time I'm on. Niggas don't be seeing me outside. I promise you that. Like, more recently, you know, my friends are trying to get me out the house and shit, but like, niggas do not see me outside. I be in the fucking studio, and one day I'm gonna be the most critically acclaimed artist in the world, one of them at least.
Yeah.
And I wholeheartedly believe that. I believe God knows that as well for me. You know what I'm saying? I pray about this shit every night. I'm working at it every night too, not just praying about it, you know? Yeah.
2024 is going to bring a lot of blessings.
I'm standing on my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dope. Well, you kind of touched on the project you're about to drop, but is there anything next in store for Tahj Keeton that the folks, you know, watching this need to know?
I've been trying a lot of other shit. I got some kind of like modeling shit happening coming up soon. Not really, I can't really talk about too much about that yet. I'm trying to get into TV right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get in the acting world as well. But we'll see where that goes. But no matter what happens, I'm blessed. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
And also, man, I can't believe I forgot this. Speaking of the topic of TV, congratulations on that Euphoria placement, because that was one of the biggest shows on TV at one point, you know, and to be featured on that, you know, to have your music put on a show with that much credibility, I think that should be showing you that the universe is going to reward you if you stay consistent. I feel like that was a blessing, and that was a good look for the city.
That was a blessing, you know what I'm saying? But I also take these blessings in stride. That was really great. That, like, on my resume, that was really awesome. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Jim Malone, the music supervisor at Euphoria. Like, she did not have to fuck with me. You know, I am a young nigga from fucking College Park, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't know anything about me, and she decided to fuck with me. So shout out to her. But also, you know, we take these blessings, move on to the next thing, you know what I'm saying? People bring that shit up a lot, and I'm so proud of that moment. But but now, like, let's get on more TV. You know,
gotta go big on big.
I just did a commercial. They keep using Sarf in these damn TV placements and commercials and shit. They just put in another commercial. I'm just like, okay, let's keep going. Thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? What's next? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just super blessed. Definitely. You know, all praise be.
Definitely. Man, this has been a great interview. I really appreciate you for sitting down and talking to me. I feel like I really got to know you as a person and as an artist, and I think this will be great content for, you know, my viewers and for your supporters. And this has been Get In Tune with Tahj Keeton. Thank you once again to Matt at Factors.
So cold.
It is cold as fuck. Yeah, we're recording outside, but thank you again.
You have not shivered once.
I'm holding it in, dog. But thank you again to Matt from Factors.
My nose is red. I've never done cocaine in my life, though.
It's a part of the weather right now. Anyway, y'all have a good one.